Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about plaid pattern. So plaid is one of the widespread pattern and also one of the oldest pattern in the history. The Let's talk about exactly how the plaid pattern looks like. Today I'm wearing the punch shirt, and this shirt is actually having the plaid pattern in it. And the plaid pattern is nothing but the overlapping pattern. A lot of you might not know this, but in the textile industry generally only one single thread is being used. But when it comes to the overlapping pattern like this, multiple threads are being used. Here you can see that the this particular pattern contains the red color and the black color, and that's why they must have used the red and the black threads while weaving this particular pattern. So let's talk about the history of plaid pattern. So the plaid pattern dates back to the 3000-year-old history, because in one of the particular time 3000-year-old mummies were unearthed in China, and those figures were actually wearing the plaid leggings, and a lot of that leggings had saturated reds and blues in it. Those mummies were buried in a Tarim Basin area, which is nothing but a dry and very inhospitable desert, and that's why like these mummies were not decomposed completely, and because of that it had a fiber and bones in still intact in a proper condition in it. So those particular mummies were of Urumqi people, which had the Caucasian features. Urumqi people had some of them had a red hair, which traveled around the west, and they met Greek people and the Roman people. So these Greek people who have seen Urumqi people, whom they called Celts, actually mentioned that these Celts were wearing the plaid clothes, which was similar to the blueprint of Scottish kids. So during the first century Greece, one of the historians mentioned that these Celts, which are nothing but the Urumqi people, were found wearing the cloaks, which is nothing but wrapped around their waist and fastened at the shoulder with a brooch, just like the old Scottish kilts. During the 5th century Greece, Doris women wore peplos. So the peplos are nothing but the pleated garments of a wool, belted around the middle and draped over the shoulder. Pleat pattern is one of the oldest and one of the widespread pattern in the history. Uh, as you might not be aware of, pleat pattern was actually similar to the tartan. So tartan is the pattern wherein tartans are actually weaved by alternating the bands woven at the right angle. Pleat pattern has become so popular. Plaid being a very simple pattern, it offers versatility. It has the feeling of homeness, comfort, or warmth to it. Previously, only red and blue colors were there, and like the saturated hues of blue and red were there in plaid. But as the time went on, a lot of other colors were introduced in the plaid pattern. Not only in the clothing item, you can find the plaid pattern in the furnishing industry, in the interior design, in your sofas, in the cushions as well. That's how much the plaid pattern has become popular. It gives the hipster vibe, or you can go classic with this. During the 1970s, the plaid pattern like grew drastically, grew exponentially, though during the 1980s the popularity of plaid pattern went down, but a lot of punk rock fans would actually wore the plaid patterned outfit during that time. That's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.